Hi everyone, my name is Amritesh and I hope all of you are doing good at your homes during this crisis of COVID-19. I am missing all of you being in school. So students, today we are going to learn economics. I am here to teach the class 10th, the first chapter of economics. So the chapter's name is development. Okay? I hope all of you know the meaning of development. If I ask you the question, I'm sure you will be guessing in your mind that development is nothing but a kind of progress or growth in somebody's situation of life. Suppose, let's take an example. A student who was in class 7, and I'm sure he must not be aware of the facts of different subjects, right? Which, when he goes in class 10, so when there is a growth in his intellectual power, okay, when his brain develops, so that is nothing but development. And even for, let's take another example of a rural area. I'm sure all of you know the difference of rural and urban. I had explained that in your class 9. Okay, so rural area, any particular village, a very good politician comes in picture and he develops, by development, I mean here, he takes care of the roads, he takes care of the electricity, the water facility, the roads are properly constructed, there is a proper electricity available for all the villagers. So that is nothing but development. Okay, so here in our NCERT book we will learn what does it explain about development. So I expect all of you to have your NCERT books in front of you while watching this video. Okay, so we'll start from page number 3. So here I will read it for all of you and we'll go one by one. We will understand each line at a time and then it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, so the idea of development or progress has always been with us. Now it says that the idea of development, everybody has their own idea of development, their own goal, right? Like for you all example, for you, let's take an example of you all students, that you all have a goal of securing very good marks in your examination. So that is your one goal. I'm sure all of you must be working very hard to achieve that. So everybody in this entire world have their own idea of development. Somebody wants, someone who is very good in sports. So he wants his country to be always developed in every area of sports. Okay, someone who is very, fond of music. So he always wants that his favorite musician, from his country always represent his country at global platforms and win different prizes. Okay, so that is nothing but development. Okay, let's try to understand other few lines. We have aspirations or desires about what we would like to do and how we would like to live. Now this word aspirations is nothing but our goal, what we want to be in life. In Hindi it is called ikshaएं. Okay, so that it's nothing but desires. So all of us have different desires in our life, what we want to do and how we want to achieve that. Okay, similarly we have ideas about what a country should be like. So in the same way, how we want our development, we also want our country to develop in our own different ways. Let's take another example. Any particular farmer, okay, farmer wants that his country should be always, very progressive in agriculture area. Okay, someone who is very, fond of or who likes to, try experimentation in different science category. So he wants his country to be developed in science department. And someone who likes IT, information technology, he wants his country to be superpower of IT. Okay, so everybody has their own, philosophy or their own kind of desire of how their country should be. Okay, let's try to understand a few other lines. What are the essential things that we require? Can life be better for all? How should people live together? Can there be more equality? So these are some questions which are posed for all of you, okay, which are supposed to be answered in the further details of this chapter. Okay, we will try to understand that can life be better for all? Okay, is it possible that every section of society can they lead their life peacefully? Can they lead their life happily? Okay, and what are few very essential things which we all require to live? Okay, I'm sure it is money. Okay, it is our parents care if you all are students, and so many things are there. So we'll try to discuss those in detail. Okay, so development involves thinking about these questions and the ways in which we can work towards achieving these goals. So development, like I said, development will be explaining these answers, the question of these answers, that how we can solve the problem of equality in society, how we can make sure that everyone can live peacefully. Okay, how we can understand that what are those essential things for everyone by which they will be always happy. Okay, so these questions will be answered in our chapter. This is a complex task, and in this chapter we shall make a beginning at understanding development. So when they say a complex task, they try to mean here is that in life we are involved with so many difficulties and challenges. Okay, first of all, the question which was there in your book is that can life be better for all? This question in itself is a very controversial question, right? In every section of society we see that the extreme poor people living in the same society, and we also see extreme luxurious people, extreme rich people out there. So how can we have a balance between them in practical life? You all must be thinking that it may not happen in so many years, but we will try to understand what are those ways, or is that possible at all? So that is why it is a complex task. Okay, but we will try to understand in detail in this chapter. You will learn more about these issues in greater depth in higher classes. So in our economics, when you go and try to study in your future grades, okay, when you take the same economics chapter subject in your upcoming classes, maybe 11th, 12th or further classes, you will learn more depth. You will learn in more depth.